Hello, 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 my queen bosses out there and my kings. It is the last day of the month in October 31st, 2019. Before we get into tonight's podcast, I have to give you a round of applause, like always, for taking time out of your day, out of your life, out of your schedule to spend it with Queen Boss Podcast, the number one podcast in America. Let's give it up for you. All right. I am so excited to talk about tonight's podcast. Tonight's podcast is titled October Overflow, and you probably hear me typing in the background. I am pulling up the definition. I wasn't going to have a definition tonight, but there's no need to change anything if it's not broke, right? So, October overflow. I don't need to define October. We all know what that is, but I will define overflow. To flow or run over as rivers or waters. To have contents flowing over or spilling as an overfull container. To flow over, flood, inundate. To flow over or beyond. And overflowing, something that runs over or that flows over. So we're talking about overflow, and I promise you this podcast is going to be very, very quickly because I have some other things that I need to take care of, and it's fairly late right now where I am. So let's just get right into it. Now, I have worked in retail in my past life, and the statistics say that the month of October, people don't shop or just spend a lot of money in general. I assume because most people are wrapping up shopping from going back to school for the month of August and September. And then next month starts Black Friday and Christmas shopping, and then December's Christmas. So that's my assumption, but I don't have any data or facts to support that. Now, I've heard other people on the opposite end say differently that October is one of the most blessed months that they experience throughout the year. I personally have kind of always, I wouldn't say like not experienced overflow, but it's just been like a regular month, But this month, October 2019, has been October overflow. I have been receiving so many blessings that I can't even keep count. I will say that with those blessings came some tribulations and some trials and some tests and some things that I went through. The overflow and the blessings did not just fall in my lap like, hey, Shamara, here you go. Here's the blessing that you've been praying on and asking for and meditating about and manifesting. No, it didn't happen like that at all. I wish it would have. I'm eating chocolate chips, so excuse me, you all. It seemed that every time I received the blessing, something or someone just went crazy, chaotic, out of the ordinary. I don't even know. People were just doing the most. Things were happening. But every time something happened or somebody acted crazy, the blessings came, and they came unexpectedly, and they were large blessings too. So I'm very thankful of the blessings that I received in October. And I'm also grateful of the lessons and the trials and all of the experiences that it took for me to receive the blessings, because I think that I probably wouldn't have appreciated it if I didn't have to endure anything, if it was just like dropped down in my lap, like, hey, here's that blessing, When you go through stuff, you kind of have a different outlook on the situation. So I definitely appreciate the trials. I actually started to look forward to the test and the trials. Like, oh, a test just happened. I know something big is coming. I know a blessing is around the corner. Oh, this person acting crazy. Oh, it got to be a blessing coming. And sure enough, the blessings was coming. So I was actually getting used to people acting crazy and things just going berserk because the blessings was coming right after. So it was a challenge at first, but to get the blessing afterwards, it was like definitely worth it. I will go through that again to get those blessings. So we are in, it is the last day of the first month of the last quarter of 2019. That sounded like a lot, right? We have 60 days and counting left before 2020 is officially here. 60 days. That is crazy, right? 60 days, and that's gonna fly by like in no time. Like, I'm gonna be saying this is Christmas, I feel like, in a couple of weeks. It's just crazy. So this is the fourth quarter. This is the time of the year where people are excited to spend time with family, shop, Black Friday, holiday sales, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday. What else? A lot of things going on these next 2 months, 60 days that we have left in 2019. A couple of episodes before this one, I talked about the fourth quarter of 2019 and how we were going to end 2019 with a bang and walk into 2020 strong. So we are wrapping up this first month. I hope that you all had the opportunity to refocus, get laser focused on your goals for this last quarter and entering into 2019. I hope that you have your sales strategies in place and you're working on those. If you don't, I hope that this last quarter of 2019 is one of the most successful, personally, career-wise, business-wise, in general. We are entering into a new decade. Isn't that interesting, right? I feel like 2020 is going to be life-changing for a lot of people, including myself. I feel different about going into 2020. I've never been so focused going into a new year. Ever. I can't even say in a long time. Like, ever. I feel like I started preparing last month for 2020 because basically when October got here, it was pretty much, the end from there. It's Halloween. And then it's Thanksgiving and all the other sales that I mentioned. And then it's Christmas and then it's a New Year. And those 3 months go by like hotcakes. And now we're down to 60 days. So let's just continue to stay focused. Let's continue to remain open-minded. Let's continue to try new things that are helpful and beneficial. Let's focus on self-care and positive vibes and moving forward and being the best version of yourself that you can be, starting now and just going forward. I'm just really excited about October Overflow. I know that the last 2 months of this year are just going to be amazing. I'm so thankful for everybody that has listened to the podcast, that has supported the podcast, that has shared the podcast, that has commented, left words of encouragement, that has shared it with someone, that has followed my social media pages at crazyyyy on Instagram and Facebook as well. I'm just really grateful about life and the things that are happening. I feel that there's going to be a shift for everyone in some way, shape, or form. Things are just changing, so just stay focused on acquiring multiple streams of income, educating yourself, being in the room with people that are where you want to be. Make sure that you share the knowledge that you obtain for people that are trying to get to where you are so that you can help them on their journey. And just remember that you have the power to recreate yourself at any given time, in any given moment and stage of your life. If there is something about yourself that you don't like, you have the power to change that so that you love it about yourself. If there is something that you want to do, you have the power to accomplish it. Consistency will always breed results, no matter what. If you are working out and you remain consistent, you're going to get the results. If you start a business and you remain consistent, you will be successful. If you remain consistent at anything, you're going to see results. So consistency is key. Stay focused, as well as myself. These are encouraging words for myself also. Let's end this year with a bang. Let's enter into 2020 on fire. On fire for newness and just a shifting in life. I am going to wrap the podcast up now. I told you I didn't want to be before you long. I had to come on here really, really quickly on the last day of the first month of the last quarter in 2019 to talk about October Overflow and share some positive, encouraging words with you and let you all know that I had an amazing October. I'm looking forward to November and December and January and every month going forward in 2020 and just the future in life in general. And I hope that you are too. So with that being said, good night, my queen bosses and my kings, all my listeners. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Leave us a comment. If there's anything that we have not discussed and you want to hear more about, make sure you leave us a comment or send us a message. Again, our social media on Instagram is Shamara, ELLE, Shamara L. On Facebook, my personal page is Shamara, my first name broken up by the first and the last name. So follow me on Instagram and make sure that you listen to our podcast every week on all major platforms. I am signing off. It's been amazing. Have a great night and let's go into November ready to bang it out and bang out December. Good night. I appreciate you all. Take care. God bless.